Hey, quick story time. For YC Startup School, there was an email chain that accidentally CC'd everyone, so about 500 people per chain. And what had happened was I saw that, I was like, that's really silly and dumb. Why would you do that? So I went back to my day. I was working, I think, on some research stuff. And then a couple minutes later, someone says, hey, since we're all here, I'm just going to send my LinkedIn. I was like, bro, that's actually really smart because you have a bunch of people who are like, this is really dumb, but it's also a really great attention getter because these are really cracked people just using YC Startup School attendance as a mean of crackness, if that's a word. So now that person did, I was like, dang, that's really awesome. Another person did, I realized that more and more people are going to do this. And if I didn't act now, I'll be buried in the pile of people doing the same thing. So I observed that, oriented, and I said, okay, let's try and take advantage of this. So send my own LinkedIn, send the Starlabs website, which was also a really big thing I'm trying to do now with branding, where I'm not just promoting myself, I'm promoting Starlabs, which I found to be much more helpful, especially as I'm trying to get more people into Starlabs. Did that and then acted on it, sent it. I was like, okay, that's not enough, right? Because now I'm on the same level. I've said my thing, got a lot of eyes on my LinkedIn, but also Starlabs as a whole. But how can I control the information that's being flowed through this email chain that's broken? So I was like, okay, what's the next best step? My personal thought was, okay, let's create like an updated Excel sheet because the big thing now was that a bunch of people are trying to like network in the email chain and trying to send like their LinkedIn's, their contacts, and emails. But then I was like, okay, this is kind of messy because like there's a bunch of people, about 500. How can we get this all done in one place? So I said, okay, let me just have a real time updated Excel sheet, not Excel, Google spreadsheet. But I didn't know how to do it at the time. I was like, um, how do I scrape this email chain just to keep it updated? I was like, okay, what's the fastest way I can think of doing this without putting too much time into it because I don't want to spend my day working on something like this. So I was like, I went to Codex, create Codex workflow, got that working. But my main thing, as I was doing that, someone said, hey, we should get Discord. I knew that that was actually a really good idea because a conversation for something like this is always a good time, a good idea. But I was thinking to myself, which one do I do at this time? Because if I focus fully on the Excel spreadsheet or Google spreadsheet, I could get that done. Send it, I get that, I get everyone's context. But then if I had the Discord, I could have everyone under my own group, right? That I have access to information. They send text messages, they send stuff there. Um, so I took a break from that. I decided Discord's more valuable, and then did that. Sent that in like two or three times. Got a bunch of people into it, and then finished the Excel spreadsheet and got that into the Discord, saying like on the announcement channel. Point of the story. I think I like startups. I like the whole startup ecosystem because it really pushes me into those moments where it's like, okay, act quickly, I have to think quickly, I have to innovate quickly. Like right now, before this, I was just having a conversation about startup they want to do, and we're talking about it. We're talking about the problems in that market, and then we're able to actually innovate on the idea. Like that's actually something I do think is promising. I'm not going to say it right now because I think they should work on it, and if they do something with it, I would go talk about how I helped them form the idea. But honestly, I think I just love the whole space, and that's like really the big goal of this whole Y Combinator conference I'm going to, is that I want to really tap into that network, that community, where it's like I'm constantly evolving as a means of trying to make sure I don't fall behind and trying to take all the great ideas and combine it into myself and my work. Uh, and the story, the funny thing about the story is that now I have a Discord server. I actually have no idea what to do with it. Like there's some push to make a better Discord server, have more channels that break down like the types of stuff people are doing, whether it's in medicine, whether it's in robotics, whether it's in quantum, crypto, whatever. There's another push to try and like merge all the nations because really the way it worked is that this agent or wherever sent an email to everyone who's attending, but with emails it's maxed out 500. So now there's a group like just like bunch of like villages. So it's like who's going to merge all the villages? Do I really care to do it? I don't care, but I also don't mind village to be merged into another village. So I'm fine going about it and just like conquering the other villages, even though that sounds really bad. Um, but it's weird because I also do think that's a bit like I think it was a really interesting moment for myself. Cause I do think it also showed me more of my weaknesses that I'm able to do stuff really well at the start, but maintaining it is a bit harder. Right, like at that moment, I was acting really fastly. I was innovating. I was thinking of the best way to control the situation. Right, or not even control, but acting the situation, and I executed it amazingly. Right, but then when it came to the next step of like continuously doing something like this, like maintaining the Discord and doing all that, I actually have no motive. I have no plan to do that. I'm even trying to find someone else to mod the Discord and take care of it because there's already a YC Startup School Discord I'm a part of, and that one is bigger. But then now people, I guess because I watched from last year, but now people like want to use this one, and it's like I don't know what I want to do. I could promote Star Labs endlessly on this Discord, but then it's like, is that something that's even worth it? I feel like it just becomes like it does some. I don't want to say scammy, but it's like the value of it becomes much less. I could also try and like use it as a I could use it as a starting grounds for the community I want to build, right? Because these are all people who are attending YC Startup School this year, right? So just finding which people I want to talk to because I have all their contacts, I have all their information and all that they shared through the emails. Maybe just use it as my own database to pull from to see the people I really want to work with. To be honest, I don't know. But I do know I just love I love the experience, right? It's just so cool. I think that's really why I'm just like it's weird because I'm not even in San Francisco yet, right? But like even before going to San Francisco, I'm having really cool experiences like this. Uh, but yeah, I'm excited. So gonna continue. I'm gonna keep the Discord. I'm gonna try and grow the Discord. Try and see what else I can do with it. Try and set some meetups. I already got some really cool people I'm talking to from the Discord now, so I'll meet up with them soon. Uh, Besides that, though, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.